Good morning, you guys. I'm a little early, but y'all, sisters, like this hair. I'm going to get my hair done in just a little bit, and I'm so excited. It's been months since I've had my hair done. But anyways, welcome. I am going to make sure I'm live in the right group. Do you guys ever do that? Because it happens. Oh, there it is. I see somebody. Give you guys just a second. My ponytail, it's cracking me up. Okay. Yes, I see you guys now. Awesome. All right. Good morning, you guys. Welcome. Hey, Laura. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. But I am so excited to talk to you about this today because this is one of my favorite things. If you watched our live power hour yesterday, or you got on, if you watched the recording or you were on, you know that I shared that I love doing the things on the business activity tracker. You know, connecting, following people, things that really used to seem a little bit mundane and boring to me and can still sometimes. But when I shift my focus and I'm like, these things are the things that are going to allow me to possibly help this woman I just followed, or to, you know, connect with this woman and to invite her to my challenge group. Like you guys, like I know some of you guys are newer coaches. Some of you guys have been here for a while, but you may still struggle with that mindset of like, I don't want to be salesy. I feel weird adding followers because I feel like I'm just going to invite them and they're going to know that, right? So you got to ditch that thinking. You got to ditch that like I'm afraid to talk to this person or put myself out there or post an invite or to, you know, invite her to my challenge group, because we have to be afraid not to do those things, okay? We have to be afraid not to do those things because you guys, we have the solution that so many women are looking for. Every time I send a message to someone, I always tell them, I am glad someone asked me, right? And that's the mindset that I go into my work with. What if someone had not invited me, followed up with me, stayed on me, led by example, all of those things? And that's what we're doing in our own businesses, all right? So get your mindset right before you sit down to do your work. But today I'm talking to you guys about converting conversations into customers. And I have a little list here I'm working from, and it's probably going to be a little bit different than you expected it to be. I will give you a couple of examples of messages that I send in the comments below. But really and truly, I operate my business and I teach my team to operate our business on the fact that content generates conversations. So if you are not posting, if you're not sharing about your workouts, if you're not doing a transformation post once a week, if you're not posting about your story, your challenge groups, your coaching opportunity in your stories every day, then this is honestly going to be hard. So I think it's really easy to put out I love to put out content, and my content generates conversations for me that convert to invites to my challenge groups, okay? And ask me anything about what I say, okay? So content matters. It essentially backs up those invites that you're sending to people, and it also gives you something to invite from. So if I never post about health and fitness, or I never share my transformation, or I never post about my workouts in my stories, if I go to somebody's inbox and I'm like, hey, do you want to join my challenge group? They're gonna be like, what is she talking about? Like, they're gonna go check you out first. And if there's nothing there that educates them on what you're inviting them to, then that's a problem. All right. So hear that first of all. Second thing, gives you something to invite from. So if I post a transformation, or even if I just post like an encouragement post that has to do with me and a sweaty selfie or something like that, or I share a recipe on social media, it's not an invite. I'm adding value, but I can go back to that post and look to see who liked it. And I can say, hey, thanks for the love on my post. Did this encourage you in some way? Are you looking for some more solutions to learning how to meal plan, or recipes for your family, or workouts you can do from home, right? So it's a really, really simple way to put some content out there and then invite from it. All right. So that's another thing. One of the things I do a lot very often to convert conversations into invitations to join my challenge group is engagement polls. So like 2-3 times a week. Now I talk about my challenge groups. I talk about my challengers. I talk about my team every day in my stories. It's on your business activity tracker, so you should be doing it. But one of the things I do is I ask my followers, hey, what do you want from me? Like I'm getting ready to plan out my week. Hey, Ashley, what do you want from me? Do you want more meal planning recipes or kids snacks? Like I do a series of polls and I ask them what they want to see from me. One, this gives me like an opportunity to find out what my audience wants. How can I serve them? How can I add value this week? But also like every time a woman votes in that poll, it gives me a direct opportunity to go into her invite and say, hey, thanks for voting. I love knowing how I can serve you. Do you struggle with nutrition specifically, or do you struggle with workouts or whatever? Like the content generates a conversation that I can invite her to my challenge group. So if I am posting polls that say, do you want to see more meal plan tips or kids healthy recipes this week? Or do you want to see more time management tips or homeschooling tips? You know, it doesn't all have to be surrounding coaching, but it gives me an opportunity to go directly into women's inboxes that vote in the poll, and I can start a conversation that's based on what I do. That's based on the services that I provide. Therefore, if someone votes in my poll that they want to have more arm workouts for summertime, right? I can be like, girl, I can hook you up. Are you working out at home at all or at a gym or whatever? Is your gym closed? I love my home workouts, right? It's so easy to transition it from, hey, how you doing, to can I help you in this way, right? So those engagement polls are awesome. Another thing I did this last week, and I'll put the screenshot below, was I just shared what my grocery haul from Aldi was. Like I did a steal, said I'm loading up at Aldi, shared my cart, and then I came home and I just went through some of the things that I bought. And at the end of that series, I did a little question box and I said, what else do you want to see from me? And it said, like, you know, do you want kids healthy snacks? Do you want sweet swaps? That's hard to say. Sweet swaps for summertime? Say that fast. And I gave a couple of other options. And so it gave me a direct opportunity to, and there were lots of women who voted in that poll because they want education. They want what we have to offer you guys. So we have to be giving it to them. And so I just messaged everybody that voted in that poll and said, hey, awesome. Do you struggle with this specifically? Or, you know, how else can I help you? Okay. So like, I just put some content out there that served my people. And then I asked them some questions and they voted. So boom, I went straight into their inbox. It's so simple. Once a week or so is a really good rule of thumb. Oh, I can't read. I can't see. Thank you, Anita. I don't know what she said. So that's another tip that helps me convert a lot of conversations into invites. Another thing that I do is, like, if someone's watching my stories, I message my new followers who are watching my stories every single day. All right. So this is something that, like, you really have to be diligent about. It's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. So I set a reminder in my phone to message my viewers at night before I go to bed. Okay. Because honestly, this one thing I can attribute to really allowing me to start good conversations with people that convert to invites and customers. All right. So if I have a new woman watching my stories, I send her a simple message. It just says, hey, thank you, so-and-so. I go to her page. I don't just I check her out first, make sure I haven't messaged her before. And I also like to see something on her page that I can put in the message. So, hey, Sally, thank you so much for watching my stories. It's a crazy hot mess life here, but I love encouraging women in faith and fitness. Your family is so cute. Your trip looked really fun. I am just a mom from Mississippi, working a business and serving people here. It's really nice to meet you. Where are you from? Okay. So that starts a conversation, a real simple conversation. It's always nice to be told thank you. And so I'm just thanking them for following me, telling them what I do, planting that seed. And I'm also ending it with a question about them. So most people respond to that. And so another thing, you can also tweak that and be like, do you follow me for faith, fitness, family, or the business, you know, like you can ask that direct question. And a lot of people do respond to that. If they say, I follow you for fitness inspiration, boom, thank you. Awesome. I love encouraging women. Tell me about your health goals. It automatically converts into a conversation about them and their goals, and you can invite them to your challenge group. All right. That's another thing I do. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys is that I live and die, my business does, by the sorry invite. Okay. And my team, if you're on my team, you know what I'm talking about. The sorry invite is like, I always start real conversations with women about their family, about their clothes, about their travel, about whatever it is. I go into women's inboxes every day and start a conversation about them, not about me, but about them. Okay. And so after I've talked to them for a little while, it's really, really simple to send them a sorry invite. So at the beginning of every month, I'm starting a new challenge group. I'm opening enrollment, whatever. And so at the beginning of the month, I'm going to go back through my tracker. That's why that tracker is important. And I'm going to go into the inbox of Mary, who I've talked to about her family and homeschooling. And I'm going to say, hey, Mary, oh my gosh, I woke up and I thought about you this morning. And I just wanted to say, I'm so sorry. I know you see what I do. You see what I do through coaching and faith and fitness. And I run a challenge group every month. And I'm so sorry I have not invited you yet. We've been talking about all this other stuff and I should have invited you already. Would you like to learn more about the Full Life Project, which is my challenge group, and how you can join us and we could crush some fitness goals together? Do you have any right now? So it's simple. It's like, hey, we've been talking about this. I'm sorry I haven't invited you to this. And do you have any goals, right? And so that works really well for me. Now, I cannot send a sorry invite if I'm not talking about what I'm doing, right? If my newsfeed shows nothing about health and fitness, I don't share my transformation, I don't talk about my challenge groups in my stories, then I can't send that sorry invite. So you guys, this all goes back to your content is so, so important. All right. So those are my favorite things to do when it comes to converting those conversations. I love conversations. Like I love to convert. I love to start conversations with people. I love to connect with women. I'm going back through your comments right now, and I love to convert to invites. You know what? I get told no a lot. I get told no to that sorry invite every day. People ignore me. All the things that are happening to you. It's just about consistency, and it's about being passionate about what you do. It's about being positive and encouraging. And you know what? No matter what, if someone tells me no, they don't want to join my challenge group or whatever, they're still going to get all the goods for me on my social media. I'm still going to pour into them and add value. Therefore, I can be confident in inviting people to my challenge groups. I can be confident in converting those conversations into invitations. Let's see. You're so welcome, Helen. How often do you ask them what they want to see? Yeah, I think I need to answer that. Yeah, once a week, I think is good. And honestly, when you're doing those, hey, I'm planning my content for this week, how can I serve you? You're going to get a lot of votes, probably. I mean, based on your following, but you're going to get good engagement. Ashley said she did a live about that last week. Once I got home, it wasn't intimidating because I felt the focus was on the food more than me. Yeah, that's good. And people want to see what you're doing. Evelyn, you said I've been using the direct method and it seems to be working so well. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure I understand exactly. Good. This helps. Good. All right. How do I give them all the information about the group? Helen, it is a slow, I go through the conversation slowly. Jessica Carey did an awesome call on this on our team call recently. I'll drop that below too. But I just go through the conversation very slowly. I ask them a question. I wait for them to respond. I respond to their answer and I ask them another question. Okay. So once I've kind of built that relationship and helped them connect with their reason for starting or connect with their struggles, I say something like, okay, I think our boot camp would be awesome for you. Can I send you some more information? I can send you an email that's all about it. And so I have them fill out my form, my Google form. So I don't send the form or any information until I've really established a relationship conversation with them. Because again, I want it to be about them, not about, hey, this is about me and this is what I can give you. I want to hear, tell me about you. Tell me what your struggles are. Tell me what you, if you could do anything in 3 months, like where would you be in your health health and fitness. And that really gets them talking and connecting with what they really, really should do or want to do. Oh yeah, Evelyn, definitely get direct to the point. Don't beat around the bush, you guys. If you're sharing what you're doing, if you're putting it in your content, then people kind of already have an idea. And so why not just go straight for the jugular? That sounds horrible, but like just go for it. This is what we do. Yeah, it is really easy. I see a lot of coaches move through the conversation too quickly. It's really about them, asking questions about them. Do you struggle with nutrition? Do you eat out a lot? Do you have 30 minutes to work out? What's your favorite type of workouts? What's worked well in the past? That type of thing. Those are just like 3 or 4 questions I almost always ask. Yes, Katie. Kate, Jessica's call was amazing. I'm going to drop it in the comments. That Google form, I will. I'm going to share the sorry invite. I'll share the thank you for following invite. I'll share a picture of like some polls I've done recently, and I'll share the Google form and the call. That's a lot. Y'all are going to remind me. Hold on. Let's see. My Google form. Jess's call. Sorry invite. Thank you invite. Thank you. Message and engagement. Okay. Is it good? You're so welcome. Do you do the questions in a back and forth convo? Oh no, I do it one at a time, Sarah. I do it one at a time because like I always think about if I was sitting face to face with this person, which sort of am, just virtually, I wouldn't be like, okay, tell me about your goals. Do you struggle with this? Do you eat out? Like it would be a conversation. And so like, that's what I want it to be. That is what it is. And I ask a question. When she responds, I always acknowledge the response. So if I say, do you eat out a lot? And she's like, oh, yeah, I do. My kids play sports, blah, blah, blah. We always end up through the drive-thru. I'm not going to jump to the next question. I'm going to say, okay, oh my gosh, I get it. My kids are starting baseball back. It's really hard, but I have some really good tips for you on how to prevent that or just make it a special occasion. So also, now tell me, do you have 30 minutes a day to work out? I wait, I let her respond, I respond to her response, okay? So you have to listen. I know it's easy because we are, typing or, we're in our message box, but it's really important that you listen. And when you're virtually listening, that means you acknowledge what they just said before you say something else. Does that make sense? Yeah. Oh, Anita, you're the best. Let's see. Yeah, it is. Helen, that's good. It's about fine tuning. You're probably doing a lot of things well. It's really just about saying, hey, okay, this is working, but this isn't. How do I need to change it so that it does work better, right? Good questions, you guys. So today I'm going to challenge you to go convert a lot of conversations to invitations, okay? At least 10 today, all right? And that's where that tracker comes in and is so, so important so that you know who you've been talking to. Who have I been talking to? Who have I been connecting with? Who voted in my polls last, right? So make some polls this weekend. Like I just said, just say, hey, I'm planning some content for next week. How can I serve you better? And give them options. Do like 3 or 4 polls and give options between different things, okay? I'll do it. I'll share my examples too, and we'll just tackle this together, okay? That is all I got. I get to go get my hair done. So excited, okay? All right, you guys, go get them. It's going to be awesome. Everybody's going to be at SC by the 7th and get that first prize. You are welcome, Helen. You're so sweet. You're a blessing. All right, bye, you guys.